Good morning, children. Welcome to the fifth session of Chapter 3 Pair of Linear Equations in Two Variables. In the previous session, you have learned how to solve a pair of linear equations by substitution method and elimination method. In this session, you are going to learn the third algebraic method, that is cross multiplication method. Cross multiplication method. Let a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0 be a pair of linear equations in two variables x and y such that a1 upon a2 not equal to b1 upon b2. That is, a1 b2 not equal to a2 b1, that you are doing the cross multiplication, that is a1 b2 minus a2 b1 not equal to 0, then this pair has a unique solution given by the value of x will be b1 c2 minus b2 c1 upon a1 b2 minus a2 b1, and the value of y equal to a2 c1 minus a1 c2 upon a1 b2 minus a2 b1, where a1 a2 are the coefficients of the variable x, b1 b2 are the coefficients of the variable y, and c1 and c2 are the constant terms of the pair of linear equations. To obtain the values of x and y by cross multiplication method, we are using 2-3-1-2 rule. 2-3-1-2 rule means here 2 represents the second column, 3 represents the third column, 1 represents the first column. Now, what means the first column? First column means it is the coefficient of the variable x in the given pair of equations. That is, from the two equations, the coefficient of the variable x is a1, a2. Second column means the coefficient of y in the given pair of equation, that is b1, b2. And 3 means the constant terms of the pair of equation, that is c1 and c2. After writing a1, a2, b1, b2 and c1, c2, you have to draw a diagram as given here. That is x, you write x, leave gap in between, then y and 1. Then below that you have to write the second column, that is b1, b2, third column c1, c2, first column a1, a2 and second column, that is b1, b2. We write x, y and 1 separated by equality sign as shown here. That is x upon b1 c2 minus b2 c1 equal to y upon c1 a2 minus c2 a1 equal to 1 upon a1 b2 minus a2 b1. Now, from the first and third members of this equation, on cross multiplication, you will get the value of x. That is, you are comparing x upon b1 c2 minus b2 c1 equal to 1 upon a1 b2 minus a2 b1. Now, by doing the cross multiplication, you are getting x equal to b1 c2 minus b2 c1 upon a1 b2 minus a2 b1. Same way, by comparing the second and third members of this equation on cross multiplication method, we are getting y equal to c1 a2 minus c2 a1 upon a1 b2 minus a2 b1. So by cross multiplication, you are getting the values of x and y. Please by heart the formula and don't forget to draw the diagram whenever you are using the cross multiplication method. Exercise 3.5, question number 1. Which of the following pairs of linear equations has unique solution, no solution, or infinitely many solutions? In each case, there is a unique solution. Find it by using cross multiplication method. And in that question number 1, x minus 3y minus 3 equal to 0 and 3x minus 9y minus 2 equal to 0. So first we have to check whether the pair of equation has unique solution or not. If it is not having unique solution, no need to use the cross multiplication method. So for finding whether it has unique solution or no solution or infinitely many solution, first we have to write the coefficients of the variable x, that is a1 equal to coefficient of the variable x, that is 1, b1 equal to coefficient of variable y, that is minus 3, c1 equal to constant term, that is minus 3. Now from the second equation, a2 equal to 3, b2 equal to minus 9 and c2 equal to minus 2. Now to find whether it has a solution or not, you have to find the ratio of the coefficients, that is a1 upon a2, that is equal to 1 upon 3. Now b1 upon b2, that is equal to minus 3 upon minus 9. By cancelling the common factors, you are getting it as 1 upon 3. Again, since a1 upon a2 equal to b1 upon b2, both are equal to 1 upon 3, you have to find what is c1 upon c2. That is equal to minus 3 upon minus 2, that is equal to 3 upon 2. That is a1 upon a2 equal to b1 upon b2 not equal to c1 upon c2. Hence, the given pair of equations has no solution. Question number 2. 2x plus y equal to 5 and 3x plus 2y equal to 8 are the given pair of equations. First, we have to check whether the pair of equation has a unique solution or not. For that, first we have to arrange the equation in its standard form, that is 2x plus y minus 5 equal to 0, and the second equation 3x plus 2y minus 8 equal to 0. Now you have to write the coefficients of the variable x of the first equation, that is a1 equal to 2, b1 equal to 1, c1 equal to minus 5 and a2 equal to 3, b2 equal to 2 and c2 equal to minus 8. Now to find whether the pair of equation has unique solution or not, you have to find the ratio of the coefficients of the variable, that is a1 upon a2 equal to 2 upon 3, b1 upon b2, that is equal to 1 upon 2. From these two ratios you are getting a1 upon a2 not equal to b1 upon b2. Hence, the pair of equation has a unique solution. If the equation has a unique solution, you have to solve the equation by cross multiplication method. For that, you are using the 2-3-1-2 rule. So you have to draw the diagram. First we are writing the variable x, y and 1. First we have to write the second column, that is b1, b2. b1, b2 is 1, 2. Next is column 3, that is c1, c2, minus 5, minus 8. X will come in between this 1 and minus 5. Same way, third is column number 1, that is A1, A2. So 2, 3, and the last column is second one, that is B1, B2. B1, B2 is 1, 2. Now you have to separate x, y and 1 by equal sign, that is x upon. Now B1 C2, that is 1 multiplied by minus 8, minus B2 C1, that is 2 multiplied by minus 5, equal to y upon C1 A2, that is minus 5 3. So you are multiplying minus 5 multiplied by 3 minus 8 multiplied by 2, minus 8 multiplied by 2, equal to 1 upon A1 B2, that is 2 multiplied by 2 minus A2 B1, that is 3 multiplied by 1. This you can write it as x upon 1 multiplied by minus 8, that is minus 8, minus 2 multiplied by minus 5, that is minus 10, equal to y upon minus 5 multiplied by 3, that is minus 15, minus 8 multiplied by 2, that is minus 16, equal to 1 upon 4 minus 3 multiplied by 1 is 3. Again you can write it as x upon minus 8 minus of minus 10, that is plus 10, minus 8 plus 10, that is 2, equal to y upon minus 15 minus of minus plus 16, that is 1, equal to 1 upon 4 minus 3, that is 1. Now you have to equate the first member and the last member, and you have to do the cross multiplication to get the value of x. For that, x upon 2 equal to the third member, that is 1 upon 1. From this you will get x equal to 2 multiplied by 1, that is 2 upon 1, that is equal to 2. So you are getting x equal to 2. Same way you have to compare the second member and the last, that is y upon 1 equal to 1 upon 1. From this you will get y equal to 1 multiplied by 1 is 1 upon 1, that is equal to 1. Therefore, you are getting y equal to 1. Therefore, the solution of the equation is, therefore, the solution of the equation is x equal to 2 and y equal to 1. So you have got the solution by cross multiplication method as x equal to 2 and y equal to 1. Question number 2. In that first one, for which values of a and b does the following pair of linear equation have an infinite number of solutions? In that the first question is 2x plus 3y equal to 7 and second question is a minus b multiplied by x plus a plus b multiplied by y equal to 3a plus b minus 2. Now you are given two equations with variable x and y. You have to find the unknowns a and b. For that, it is given the pair of equation has infinite number of solutions. That is the ratio, that is a1 upon a2 equal to b1 upon b2 equal to c1 upon c2. Using that, you will get two equations in variable a and b. Solve the equation, you will get the values of a and b. So the first step, you are writing the equation in its standard form, that is 2x plus 3y equal to minus 7 equal to 0 and a minus b multiplied by x plus a plus b multiplied by y minus 3a plus b minus 2 equal to 0. Now you write what is ratio. For that you have to write a1, that is 2, b1 3 and c1 is minus 7, a2 that is a minus b, b2 that is a plus b and c2 that is the constant term minus of 3a plus b minus 2. Since it has infinite solution, a1 upon a2 equal to b1 upon b2 equal to c1 upon c2, that is 2 upon a minus b equal to 3 upon a plus b equal to minus 7 upon minus of 3a plus b minus 2. Since you are having both negative sign in the numerator and denominator, you can cancel it. Now you have to compare the first and the second member. So you are getting 2 multiplied by a plus b equal to 3 multiplied by a minus b, that is 2a plus 2b equal to 3a minus 3b. From this you can write it as 2a minus 3a plus 2b plus 3b equal to 0, that is 2a minus 3a, that is minus a plus 5b equal to 0, or you can write it as a minus 5b equal to 0. Number the equation as 1. Now you have to compare the second member and the third, that is 3 upon a plus b equal to 7 upon 3a plus b minus 2. Now do the cross multiplication. You will have 3 multiplied by 3a plus b minus 2 equal to 7 multiplied by a plus b. Now multiply each term in the bracket. You are getting 9a plus 3b minus 6 equal to 7a plus 7b. Now taking all the terms to the left LHS, you will have 9a minus 7a, that is, you want to write it 9a minus 7a plus 3b minus 7b minus 6 equal to 0. 9a minus 7a, that is 2a, plus 3b minus 7b minus 4b minus 6 equal to 0. Now 2 is common in all the terms, so you can take it outside and cancel it. That is a minus 2b minus 3 equal to 0. You number the equation as 2. Now you have got two equations in terms of a and b. You have to solve for a and b by cross multiplication method. The method is not given, but for practice, one more sum we will do by cross multiplication method. Now the two equations we got as a minus 5b equal to 0, and the second equation is a minus 2b minus 3 equal to 0. Since the method is not mentioned, you can solve by any method, but we are doing it by cross multiplication method. So whenever you are doing cross multiplication method, please write the coefficients, that is a1 equal to coefficient of variable a, that is 1, b1 coefficient of the variable b, that is minus 5, and c1 equal to 0. Same way, a2 equal to coefficient of variable 1, that is 1, and b2 equal to minus 2, and c2 equal to minus 3. Now you have to find the value of a and b by cross multiplication method. So we are using the 2 3 1 2 rule. So first you write the variables, that is a, b and 1. Now the b1 c2, that is minus 5 minus 2, c1 c2, that is 0 minus 3, a1 a2, that is 1 1, and b1 b2, that is minus 5 minus 2. Now you have to equate x, a, b and 1 using equal sign. So you are having a upon b1 c2, that is minus 5 multiplied by minus 3 minus 2 multiplied by 0 minus 2 multiplied by 0 equal to the variable b upon 0 multiplied by 1 minus minus 3 multiplied by 1 equal to 1 upon 1 multiplied by minus 2 minus 1 multiplied by minus 5. For by simplifying, you can write it as a upon minus 5 multiplied by minus 3, that is 15. 15 minus 2 multiplied by 0 is 0. So you are getting it as a upon 15 equal to b upon, now 0 multiplied by 1 is 0, minus of minus 3. So that is b upon 3 equal to 1 upon 1 multiplied by minus 2, that is minus 2, minus of minus 5. So plus 5. Minus 2 plus 5, that is plus 3. Now compare the first member and the last member for getting the value of a, that is a upon 15 equal to 1 upon 3. Therefore, a equal to 15 upon 3 by doing the cross multiplication. Since you have to get the value of a, write a on the LHS, rest of the term to the RHS, that is equal to 5. So you are getting a equal to 5. Now the second term, that is b upon 3 equal to the last member, that is 1 upon 3. That is b equal to 3 multiplied by 1, that is 3 upon 3 equal to 1. Therefore, b equal to 1. So you are getting therefore a equal to 5 and b equal to 1 that you have to find in this question. Question number 4. Form the pair of linear equations in the following problem and find their solutions by any algebraic method. In that, question number 1, a part of monthly hostel charges is fixed and the remaining depend on the number of days one has taken food in the mess. When a student A takes food for 20 days, she has to pay rupees 1000 as hostel charges, whereas a student B who takes food for 26 days pays rupees 1180 as hostel charges. Find the fixed charges and the cost of food per day. Here the mathematical situation is given. You have to find the unknowns. Here the two unknowns are the fixed charge and the cost of food per day. So you are taking the variables x and y as, let the fixed charge be rupees x and the cost of food be rupees y. Then the student A takes food for 20 days. She has to pay rupees 1000. That means fixed charge is x plus 20 multiplied by cost of food, that is y, equal to 1000. That is our first equation according to the question. Then student B who takes food for 26 days pays rupees 1180. That is fixed charges x plus took the food for 26 days. So x plus 26y equal to 1180. That is our second equation. Now you have to find the value of x and y by any of the algebraic method. Here the coefficient of x in both the equations are same, so it is easy to find the solution by elimination method. So write down by elimination method. By elimination method, we have to eliminate one of the variable. So here the coefficient of x is same, so you can do addition or subtraction to eliminate one of the variable. So subtract equation 1 from equation 2, that is x plus 26y equal to 1180 minus x plus 20y equal to 1000. Have to do the subtraction. Subtraction means change the sign of the subtrahend, then you have to add. You have to do the addition, that is x plus minus x, that is 0. 26y minus 20y, that is plus 6y equal to 1180 minus 1000, that is 0, 8, 1. So you are getting 6y equal to 180. From this you are getting y equal to 180 upon 6, that is equal to 30. So you are getting y as 30. Now you have to substitute y equal to 30 in any one of the equation. So substitute y equal to 30. I am substituting in equation 1, that is x plus 20y, y means it is 30, equal to 1000, x plus 600 equal to 1000, x equal to 1000 minus 600, that is equal to 400. So you are getting x equal to 400. Therefore, the fixed charge equal to rupees x, that is rupees 400, and cost of food per day, cost of food per day, that we taken as rupees y, that is rupees 30. So we find out the two unknowns, that is fixed charge as rupees 400 and cost of food per day as rupees 30. Question number 4. Places A and B are 100 km apart on a highway. One car starts from A and another from B at the same time. If the cars travel in the same direction at different speeds, they meet in 5 hours. If they travel towards each other, they meet in 1 hour. What are the speeds of the two cars? Here, the mathematical conditions are given. First, you have to frame the equation. For framing the equation, first we have to identify which are the two unknowns we have to find. Here, what are the speeds of two cars? That means the speed of two cars we have to find. So we are taking, let the speeds of two cars be x km per hour and y km per hour. Now, in the first case, it is given when the car travels in the same direction. And we are taking, let them meet at the point P. You can represent it by a figure. That is, the car starts from the point A and B and they are moving in the same direction and both the cars has to reach at P. And it is given the distance between the place is 100 km. Now you have to find the distance travelled by the car starting from A in 5 hours, that is the distance covered is AP. AP equal to 5 multiplied by x. 5 means the time. You are using the formula distance equal to speed multiplied by time. Distance, that is the distance AP equal to 5 multiplied by 5 is the time and x is the speed. So we are writing x 5x kilometer. Same way, distance traveled by the car starting from B in 5 hours equal to BP, that is equal to 5 multiplied by y, that is speed is y kilometer per hour and the time taken is 5 hours. Now it is already given the distance between the places, that is AB equal to 100 kilometer. That is from the AP and BP, you are getting AB as AP minus BP equal to 100. That is 5x minus 5y equal to 100. By taking the common factor and cancelling them, you are getting x minus y equal to 20. You number the equation as 1. In case 2, when the cars travel towards each other, let them meet at Q. You can represent it by a figure that the cars traveling from A and B moving towards each other and meet at the point Q. And it is given the distance between A and B is 100 km. Now, the distance travelled by the car starting from A in 1 hour, that is AQ equal to distance equal to speed multiplied by time. Here time taken is 1 hour, speed is x kilometer. So you are getting the distance AQ equal to 1 multiplied by x, that is x kilometer. Same way, distance traveled by the car starting from B in 1 hour equal to BQ, that is, the distance BQ equal to speed multiplied by time. Speed is Y, time is 1 hour, so 1 multiplied by Y, that is equal to Y kilometer. Now, we have already said that the distance between A and B is 100 kilometer. So, AB is AQ plus BQ, that is equal to 100, that is x plus y equal to 100. Number the equation as 2. And our first equation is x minus y equal to 20. That was our first equation. Now you have to solve the equation and find the values by any algebraic method. Here also, since the coefficient of the variables are same and y's are in the opposite sign, so by elimination method we can find the answer. So by elimination method, we have to eliminate one of the variables. You are adding equation 1 and 2. So adding equation 1 and 2, x plus x, that is 2x, y plus minus y, that is 0, equal to 120, that is x equal to 120 upon 2, that is equal to 60. So you are getting x equal to 60. Now substitute x equal to 60 in any of the equation. In equation 1, that is 60 minus y equal to 20, y equal to 60 minus 20, that is equal to 40. Therefore, the speeds of two cars are 60 km per hour and 40 km per hour. Whenever you are writing the answer, please try to write the conclusion always. Question number 5. The area of the rectangle gets reduced by 9 square units if its length is reduced by 5 units and breadth is increased by 3 units. If we increase the length by 3 units and breadth by 2 units, the area increases by 67 square units. Find the dimension of the rectangle. Here the mathematical situation is given. You have to frame the equation and solve it. For framing the equation, first we have to identify which are the two unknowns. Here you have to find the dimension of the rectangle. That means the unknowns are the dimension of the rectangle, that is its length and breadth. So let the length of the rectangle equal to x units and breadth of the rectangle equal to y unit. And it is given in the first case, the area of the rectangle gets reduced by 9 square units. Area of the rectangle means length multiplied by breadth. According to our question, length is x and breadth is y. Therefore, area of the rectangle is xy. Now, case 1, area is reduced by 9 square unit if its length is reduced by 5 units. That is, length is x, it is reducing by 5 means x minus 5 multiply by breadth is increased by 3 units. That is, y plus 3 equal to xy minus 9. By simplifying the LHS, you are getting it as xy plus 3x minus 5y minus 15 equal to xy minus 9. You can cancel xy on the LHS and RHS and you are getting the equation as 3x minus 5y equal to 6. number the equation as 1. Now in case 2, if we increase length by 3 unit and breadth by 2 unit, area increases by 67 square unit. That is x plus 3 multiplied by y plus 2 equal to xy plus 67. Now simplifying this, you are getting xy plus 2x plus 3y plus 6 equal to xy plus 67. Here also you can cancel the term xy. By simplifying, you are getting the equation 2x plus 3y equal to 61. Number the equation as equation number 2. Now you have got two equations. Now you have to solve the equation by any of the algebraic method. Here also the coefficient of the variable y in both the equations are of opposite sign. Then it is easy to use elimination method. So I am using elimination method. So by elimination method, you have to eliminate one of the variable. I am going to eliminate y. So equation 1 must be multiplied with the coefficient of y in equation 2, that is 3. So you have to multiply equation 1 with 3. You are getting as 9x minus 15y equal to 6 3s are 18. Same way, equation 2 multiply by, in equation 2, the multiply by the coefficient of y in equation 1, that is 5. So you have to multiply equation 2 by 5. You are getting it as 5 2s are 10x plus 15y equal to 61 multiplied by 5, that is 305. Now you can see that now the coefficient of y are same and are of opposite sign. So you can add the equation. By adding the equation, you are getting 19x equal to 323. Therefore, x equal to 323 upon 19. 19 goes in 323 17 times. So you are getting x equal to 17. Now you can substitute x equal to 17 in one of the equations. Substitute x equal to 17 in equation 1, that is 3 multiplied by 17 minus 5y equal to 6. From this you can write it as 7 3s are 21, that is 51 minus 5y equal to 6, that is 5y equal to 51 minus 6. From this you will get y equal to 45 upon 5, that is equal to 9. Therefore, you are getting the length as length of the rectangle that we have taken as x, that is equal to 17 units. Then breadth of the rectangle, that is equal to y. Y we got it as 9 units. So we have got the length and breadth of the rectangle as 17 and 9 units. Moving to homework. the sums that we have done in the class, that you have to write it in your notebook, and the questions that I have given here, that you have to write it in the notebook as homework. And please go through the examples 12, 13, 15 and 16. Students, it is compulsory to go through the examples of all the chapters. Whenever the chapters are getting over, you have to do the revision by doing the exercise sums and the examples. Thank you.